guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Bunga Ozoibo. So today I'll be telling you guys about baby number 2. Baby number 2. Let me show you guys. This is my bump so far. So if you want to hear the journey I've been through with baby number 2, you know, like, God, it's like my body is on a roll back to back in 2 years. Like, my body is not resting. So if you want to know how it's been with me, just stay to the end of this video and you will get to hear all the gist and how I've been coping and what I've been doing so far in this pregnancy. Yeah, and then what makes it different from the last pregnancy. Stay tuned, guys. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to my channel. So we are here with baby number 2. If you've been watching my vlog, you might have noticed, but I've not come out to talk about it because I feel like I'm not in the mental space to share yet. You know, I was dealing with a lot of things, trying to balance a toddler and then my health and the new baby, trying to balance everything. So it's not been easy. So I've not really attained that balance since, but now I think I've attained that balance, and then I think I'm now in the mental space to share how it's been going on so far. So initially, first of all, I found out about baby number 2 late. I was almost reaching the end of my first trimester, just a few weeks to go when I found out. How did I find out late? No, when I was breastfeeding DK, I did exclusive. So throughout when I was breastfeeding him, I didn't have my periods. My periods didn't come. So you know, some women, when they're breastfeeding, it shuts off whatever hormones that's in charge of periods. Yeah. So I wasn't having periods, so I didn't bother about that. Moreover, I had several other BCs in place, so I was like, I'm protected, nothing mega. Well, you know, Mother Nature just told me, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, my nigga. You ain't gonna win this. So it's like Mother Nature just looked at me and said, Imu, all the BCs, everything I was doing, everything just did me waka, just failed woefully. So I'm eager to try. I'm eager to hear how, if any other person had this experience of BCs failing. So, and I want to know. So mine failed woefully, and this is where we are. So when I found out, I was like, it's a lie, it can't be, you know. I had a set of things I planned out for myself. I'm a career person, I'm a very ambitious person. So if you want to quarrel with me, try and disrupt my career path. You can do whatever to me, I'll just overlook it. But you know, when you disrupt my career path, we are definitely going to be having a big problem. So that was what happened. I was very sad. I was very like, oh no, not this time around. And I did everything right. What did I do wrong and all that? So that was a major issue I had. I had issue with acceptance and then dealing with DK. You get because my worst fear since I gave birth to DK, my worst fear is second pregnancy. The reason my second pregnancy is my worst fear is because I was like, how will I be coping with DK and be pregnant? And again, another reason why I had this second pregnancy fear is because, you know, when you're pregnant with your first, everybody will be telling you, don't worry, when you have your second baby, you're not going to be scared anymore. But no, when you're pregnant for the first time, you're scared because you don't know what to expect, right? When you're pregnant for the second one, you are scared because you know exactly what to expect. So that is the state I was in, coupled with the fact that every single thing I plan to do for myself have to stay on hold until next year. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to lose a year plus again. I'm like, God, I had a lot of things going on through my mind then, that I was like, so I'm going to lose all these things, you get. So that was it. That was what I was going through. And then physically, I don't think I've noticed any physical change that is different from now and DK. There's no much physical change. And then what is that? Morning sickness between the 2 pregnancies. For DK, I felt the morning sickness was more intense. Maybe because I found out about his pregnancy on time. But this one, I didn't find out on time. I just had a few weeks to go to second trimester, and you guys know that. That's for those that, for the experienced moms, you guys know that after 13 weeks, the morning sickness starts to wear off. That's after the first trimester. As I enter the second trimester, energy starts getting back up and all that. The main difference I've noticed so far is, I'm always fatigued. Like, I'm very tired. My energy levels didn't pick up as much as during decay zone. So I'm always sleeping, always tired. Sometimes it looks like to even breathe, I don't have energy to breathe. I'm always taking glucose, always on iron supplements, and then obviously my pregnancy vitamins too. So that's the major difference. Aside that, no much difference. For the two of them, I had aversion because immediately I noticed I was pregnant. That's when the symptoms all came in. It happened during decay zone, it happened during this one too. So it was when I noticed that I was pregnant that the whole symptoms started coming. So going into second trimester, I was experiencing serious fatigue. It was doing me like it's my first pregnancy, and even energy to do the things I could do when I was pregnant with DK, I couldn't do that anymore. So that's part of the things that happened during my second trimester. So what else even happened? Nothing much. And then after the initial not knowing what to do, feeling bad, about the whole issue, next thing I did was, obviously, when I started going for ANC, told my husband already knew before I even went for the test. I was already suspecting. I told my mom, and I think I started getting some little bit of moral support, because I was like, in 2 years, like, tell me, like, how is that body going to cope back-to-back pregnancies? Like, but I just took it as God's will, because it's not like I was freestyling or whatever. I wasn't. I put measures in place, but all the measures just and this is it. So okay, so far so good. I don't think there's any major difference in my body. It's still the same thing with DK. No much weight, although I've added like 10 kg. After DK I was 65 kg before I got pregnant for DK. At birth I was 81 kg, or 82 kg, and I still went back to my pre-pregnancy weight. I still went back to 65 kg before I took in for the second one again. So I've added fairly like 10 kg, so I think it's fair enough, and I know I'm going to shed it soon when it's time. So I don't think there's any much difference body wise, no much difference. But part of the things I do, as a pregnant woman, there are so many things that comes to your mind. I don't know if any other person gets this, but I do have very vivid dreams when I'm pregnant. Like, I have vivid dreams, and I have this, I feel like, okay, when these kind of things happen, I need to pray, I need to build my faith. During the case pregnancy, I went to someone's shop to pick up a pregnancy journal. This was the journal I used for DK. I was journaling my pregnancy journey with DK. This the pregnancy journal by Nkem Adeniran Adedokun, 9K Mother Care. Yeah, she runs this First Time Mom Academy. I got to meet her. I went to her shop to pick up this pregnancy journal, journal DK's journey. And then when I was there, I saw this book, Supernatural Childbirth by Jackie Mize. See it here. See? I saw this book in her store. I saw the one for conception, I saw this one, and she said the one for conception are for those that are TTC, that's trying to conceive, and then this is for those that are pregnant. So I took this, and I don't even know why I bought it. I just picked it up, and then I started reading and found out that it's a book that is actually very spiritual. If you're a Christian and you are someone that is very God-minded, you like to speak positivity into your pregnancy, your birth experience, you want to speak to your body, you want to speak to everything, to act according to God's will and all that, something that boosts your faith and your confidence during pregnancy. Supernatural. When I bought it, I've never heard about the book, but when I started reading it and then started following all these mom groups and all that, I found out that it's not only me that likes this book. There are lots of moms that swear by this book. So it's actually a good read for Christians. It's a very good read. It boosts your faith. It gives you Bible verses to profess when some certain things are happening. How to speak to your body not to feel pain during pregnancy. How to profess how your pregnancy, how your childbirth is going to grow. You know, to be honest, as a pregnant woman, there are some times that you be scared. I don't know what brings up the spirit of fear, but it does happen. So when that happens, the best thing for you is to fight it with the word. And when I'm looking for the exact word to say or the exact words to use for that situation, I just simply go to this book. It's very, very nice. It's very inspiring. To be honest, as a pregnant woman, that there are some things people don't really understand about pregnancy. It's not all about just shebi carry baby and go and give birth. You are carrying a life inside of you. You are bringing forth another life to this world. So forces might try to fight it. You know, as a Christian, what you have to do is to fight back. And to be honest, at the end, it's more or less like you're fighting for your life, because, you know, you are fighting for your life. That's just the end of that's just it. So what you want to do is to be able to stay alive from the first trimester to 9 months and to delivery. The pregnancy journey is rough. There are so many, like the first trimester even, you have a high rate of miscarriage. Miscarriages happen mostly in the first trimester. I think 1 in 3 pregnant women have miscarriages in their first trimester. It's not because it's their fault, but you know, when the fetus is not forming properly, it naturally just aborts and we have a miscarriage. And so many other stuff can cause miscarriage, but miscarriages are higher in first trimester. So first trimester, I'm dealing with praying, kabashing. I'll pick up this one, be kabashing that no, miscarriage can never happen. It's not my business. And then I try as much as possible to also calm myself psychologically, because if you're mentally stressed, it can cause miscarriages too. It happens. So after the first battle of your first trimester, you're in the second trimester, you're still battling, oh, is my baby's hand growing very well? You're going for a anomaly scan, check if the baby's heartbeat is okay, if your placenta is well placed. For DK zone, I found out that I had a low-lying placenta, which later moved out of the way. But the problem was that there are constant battles you'll be facing throughout. And then the issue of, oh, let me not just wake up one day and they tell me that they can't find the child's heartbeat. Or, oh, madam, it's like your child has what do they call it? Any kind of deformity or stuff like that. You get? So it's a constant battle. You have to continue praying. Every time you feel like that it's in your spirit to pray, you have to keep praying. You have to speak to your child's body. Your hand is going to develop, your fingers are going to develop fine, your brain is going to develop fine, you're going to have a good working eyes, you're going to come out to see, you're going to hear. Like, speak to the parts of the baby. And also do what the doctors say physically, because you don't want to leave any, you don't have to have any loose ends. You don't want to leave any ends loose. You have to tighten all the ends, get a good hospital and all that. But for me, this was my faith booster. So that's just it. And then, so what have I done so far? Normally, first thing they give you once you go to register for ANC is your pregnancy vitamins that you're supposed to be taking. Now, you take these vitamins every single day till you give birth. The vitamins are to replenish whatever the baby is taking from your body, because the baby will generally be eating from you, right? So the vitamins is just there to replace whatever the baby is taking out of your body, so you don't faint. There are times that I skip my vitamins. To be very sincere with you, I am not religiously taking it, but it's good for you to religiously take it, because every single day the baby is taking up nutrients from you. This thing that they say you're eating for two, to me I feel it's a 50-50, because whether you eat or not, it's not the baby's concern. The baby takes nutrients from your blood, right? So the baby will take whatever nutrients he or she wants from your blood. He will take everything. Then if you like, don't eat. If you don't eat, you are left with nothing. You will be the one suffering the not eating, not even the baby. The baby will first of all take before you take. Do you understand? So most times you might feel dizzy or feel like fainting or whatever. It's because baby has taken his or her own, and the one in your body cannot sustain you. So you need to eat to replenish whatever baby took out. So that's what the vitamins does essentially, just replenish the vitamins that are there, because sometimes you don't eat enough vitamins in our food, you know. There are vitamins that you need, folic acid, calcium, and other ones that you need, and sometimes you might not eat enough in food, so it's just better to take the supplements. So That's it. Vitamins, then daily your fruit supply, and what else? Stay hydrated. For this pregnancy, my bump was hanging very, very low. DK's own pregnancy, I didn't have much. I had back pain, I had waist pain. Yes, because once you are pregnant and the bump starts coming out, your center of gravity starts changing. All the muscles, like the muscles of the stomach, the six-pack muscle, the abdominis rectus or something, whatever it's called, starts splitting. It splits to accommodate the weight of the baby. And once that muscle splits, your back becomes weak. And again, all the bones around your waist, all your pelvic region bones, the joints where they are tightly fused together, they start getting loose. The reason why they are getting loose is because they're preparing for childbirth. So when the child is moving through the canal, it can move enough for the child to pass through. So all these things disturb your stability. That's what's causing the constant back pain. That's what's causing the waist pain. Sometimes you might be walking, I be hearing your waist doing crack. Your waist is not breaking. It's simply just that the joints that are tightly fused together before are now getting loose. Sometimes even when you lie down and you want to turn over, your bone will do crack. Sometimes it will pain you, sometimes it won't pain you. That's your waist will just be doing crack, making noises. It's just the bones that are no longer tightly fused. You get? So because of all that, it causes spinal pain at your back and pain in the waist. For DK, I didn't have much of that pain, but for this one, the baby is hanging extremely low. It's hanging very, very low compared to DK's own pregnancy that was standing. This one is hanging very, very low. So it gave me like the backache was not here. So I had to find something to support myself. I had to buy a pregnancy belt. I'll show you guys. I got a pregnancy belt to be using to support my back and my waist. Maybe whenever I'm going out to stay long, whenever I walk, I'm going to walk for a long period or stand for a long period, I use it. It helps take away the pain and my back and all that. So that has been it. And then I think around was it, I've forgotten, but like almost 2 months back or something. Yes. Anyways, I use this to just support my frame. I know the reason why pregnant women waddle again is simply because the center of gravity is simply because the center of gravity has changed with the pregnancy. Do you understand? So you have no choice but to waddle. Whether you like it or not, you will waddle at some point. But this actually helps. Even if I'm going to waddle, I'm not going to be feeling much pain. I'll show you guys how to wear it. It comes in 3-piece. This is okay. This is first piece, right? This is the second piece. Can you see it? And this is the last piece. This is just like the belt. I don't wear it all the time. It's optional though. So let me show you guys how to wear it. The first piece that I wear, that I put on, is this one. This is the first piece I wear. So how can one wear it? Let me show you. You first of all put this. You can see this curve here, like it's curved. The curved part stays on top. You put it here under your stomach, like you are hugging your tummy like this. You can see this. So you put it under your stomach. Pass this to the back. Pass this to the back. Bring it out from here and place it in front. There's a Velcro there to hold it. Vicarious, I don't know what it's called. So you hold it like you're hugging your tummy this way, right? Be sure it's tight enough and it's holding you, it's gripping you properly. So this is one. The next one that goes on is this one. See the way I kept it. See? And then there is this Velcro mouth here. You can hear the sound. That's the one I put inside, so you can be able to grab this. So I just pass it by my back. Make sure it's holding my waist and my back. Pass it in front, here, hold it. Make sure it's tight enough that it's grabbing my back. It's grabbing my back very well. so that I don't feel back pain. Now what this does is it automatically just lifts my tummy and tries to push my tummy back so that my spine and other places will be pain. It's like just basically supporting me. Then this is the third one. It's not optional for me. When I put these two, I'm okay. I'm indifferent about this one. So mom says it makes them feel too full or too tight, but I'm indifferent about it. But let me show you guys how to wear it. It just goes on top here. It goes here, right? On top, to this other side. It's basically just to pull up this one. Do you understand? And that is just it. I feel better. I was feeling a little bit of back pain before, but I feel better now. I feel better. So this is just it. This is just what the pregnancy belt looks like. This is it. So that's it. That's what I do to support my back and all that. Then what else? Obviously pregnancy pillow. God, that's the best investment I've ever made. That pregnancy pillow is a lifesaver, to be honest, because it makes me sleep. For me, once I'm not spotting a bump yet, I don't bother with what do they call it? I don't bother sleeping by my side. I sleep in my stomach. But once I start feeling okay, that the bump is about to come out, you have to learn how to sleep by your sides by your sides. That's just it. You can't turn over and sleep on your tummy. You just have to learn how to sleep by your sides. So that's where the pregnancy pillow comes in. It helps me a lot adjust whether sleeping by the sides or whatever. And then there is this thing about never trying to close your legs all the time when you're pregnant, because when you close your leg, you're not giving baby enough chance to what do they say, to be in the cephalic position, which is the position the baby should be. So even when you're sleeping, try as much as possible to place a pillow between your legs to make sure that your legs are not completely shut together for a very long time. Do you understand? So that baby can move and be able to position his or herself very well. That is what some people do say, and that is what I practice. So that has basically been it. And then if you're someone that don't know how to sleep by your sides, you've not done it before, or you feel like you're not going to be comfortable, the pregnancy pillow helps a lot with all positions. There are times that it gets that I can't even sleep by my sides anymore. I'm tired, my sides are aching. What do? I just form the pillow somehow and I sleep sitting down. I can sleep like this with the pillow and more extra pillows behind me, just pile it, and I sleep in a sitting position. Some nights are like that for me. Some nights, if I can sleep by the sides, I do sleep. Generally, it's just with God. So that's basically it. That's just it for baby number 2. What have I done in preparation for the baby? Unlike DK, I'm not so spooked or excited about. Not like I'm not excited, but I'm not overdoing it. I'm not being over the top about this pregnancy. I'm just freestyling, like been there, done that, Even to do scans, ridiculous, and I was doing scan almost every day. For this, I've only done scan I think I can count like 3 or 4 times. That's just it. So I've not really been so ecstatic or stuff like that, or over the top like DK. But I've gotten some things for hospital list. So maybe I'll do another video showing you guys what I got from my hospital bag. I've not packed my hospital bag yet. I'm far away from packing it. I'm not even bothered. But I'll show you a little bit of the things I got from my hospital bag, and why I got them, what each of them is supposed to be doing for me, for childbirth and all that. So that's going to be it, guys. I don't think I have any other thing to say. But as time goes on, I'll be giving you guys updates. I don't have much to say yet. We are still in the journey. We are still going slowly. I don't think there is nothing so significant has happened so far. Nothing so significant. I don't think anything significant. Nothing so significant. It's just flowing. And it's not easy to be having 2 kids in 2 years. It's not easy, especially when when you are not expecting it. It's not easy to be a mom of 2 under 2. Is that how they call it? Like, my body is going back to back. My body does not want to rest. So it's not easy. So I'll be sharing my journey with you, sharing my fears, sharing the progress and everything with you guys. So please like this video, leave a comment under if you have anything to share, and please, last but not the least, subscribe. Oh, subscribe. It's a subscription that gives me strength to create content. That is what motivates me to create content. So please subscribe to my channel. Until next time, I'm already getting weak. You see my problem? If you look at me, you know I'm already getting tired. See how I'm talking? So until next time, I remain your girl, Bonwa Ozoibo. Please subscribe. Oh. Subscribe. See you guys soon. Bye. Hi, Jesus. Oh.